We had in the agenda one of the three most important geopolitical issues that we have to face today: the Middle East, Ukraine, and the Sahel. We discussed about the situation in the Middle East. There is a statement which has been approved at 26 in the margin of our meeting. It's more or less the same statement that I issued during the weekend with this short paragraph, which is to require an immediate humanitarian pause that would lead to a sustainable ceasefire, to the unconditional release of hostages, and to the provision of humanitarian assistance. The ministers also agreed on asking for the respect to humanitarian law and the 26th of January order of the International Court of Justice, and remind that this is a legally binding decision of the International Court of Justice. We had a connection with Kuleba, Minister Kuleba, who is talking to us at every Foreign Affairs Council. We approached the sad mark of 2 years since the start of Putin's war. I am sure that Putin was not at all foreseen the possibility that 2 years after his army was still fighting. We will continue supporting Ukraine. There are spare capacity. The 60 framework contracts can be used by any member states who want to increase their supply of ammunition to Ukraine. And the last issue was the discussion on the Sahel. We decided to continue our humanitarian aid to support of the populations, to strengthen cooperation with Chad, Mauritania, and Gulf of Guinea, to continue supporting ECOWAS and regional actors, to be more transactional in our relationship with the military juntas in the region, to apply the approach African solutions to African problems, and follow the ECOWAS on the decision that they could take with respect to the sanctions adopted. Today, formally, we have taken a decision, which is the launching of the Naval Operation Aspides, a defensive military operation in the Red Sea. In the middle of the meeting, we receive Yulia Navalnaya, and we pay tribute to the memory of Alexei Navalny, that, as you know, he was slowly murdered in a Russian jail by Putin's regime. I have proposed to the ministers to rename our global human rights sanctions regime with his name,